Ever pondered how some of the most significant figures in history decided to spend their post-fame lives? The amazing tale of Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, will be our main focus today. Carter's life has always been an inspiration due to his kindness, humility, and commitment to service. But what was his ultimate net worth? That's the reason it's so beautiful and distressing. His family appears to have been devastated by it, and not for the reasons you might expect. Make sure to read this story through to the end, because it's about much more than statistics. It's a celebration of ideals and a life well lived. When Jimmy Carter took president in 1977, he pledged to restore integrity and honesty to politics. In contrast to many of his predecessors and successors, Carter was not from a very wealthy or influential family. With perseverance and a deep confidence in the efficacy of good government, this Georgia peanut farmer became the country's highest official. Even though Carter faced many difficulties during his administration, his life after leaving office was what most defined his legacy. Jimmy Carter did not lead the opulent lifestyle that many former presidents do after leaving office in 1981. Rather, he returned to his origins. In 1961, Carter went back to the small two-bedroom home he and his wife, Rosalind, had constructed in Plains, Georgia. That house hasn't changed in over 60 years. Carter took a completely different route than the majority of previous presidents, who are renowned for their lavish homes, well-paid speeches, and well-received autobiographies. Carter devoted his life to helping others over the years. He established the Carter Center, a group dedicated to advancing public health, human rights, and international peace. He devoted his life to promoting cheap housing, keeping an eye on elections in underdeveloped nations, and curing illnesses. What's really amazing is that he decided to concentrate on giving back during his post-presidential years, rather than utilizing them to accumulate fortune. His financial situation was directly impacted by this unselfish commitment. Carter's final net worth is believed to be approximately $10 million. Despite the fact that many former presidents have net worths that fly into the tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars, this figure may appear quite low to someone in the world's most powerful position. Nonetheless, it reflects Carter's interests and ideals. The fact that Carter's family was moved by the symbolism of his fortune rather than indignant by its meager amount adds even more poignancy to this story. It represents a life dedicated to helping others, making sacrifices, and prioritizing others' needs before one's own. Carter might have made a fortune from his political ties and notoriety, but he decided against it. Instead of allowing wealth to dictate his life, he led a simple one. The manner in which Carter travels is among the most remarkable manifestations of his humility. Carter is well known for flying commercial flights, frequently in coach, whereas other former presidents choose to fly on their personal aircraft. One particularly moving tale concerned passengers who were taken aback when they saw the former president making his way to his seat and engaging in conversation with others. Such incidents serve as a reminder of Jimmy Carter's immense popularity. His involvement with Habitat for Humanity serves as another illustration. Carter continued to pound nails and construct homes for the poor far into his 90s. His emphasis on offering top-notch customer service reveals a lot about his personality. He demonstrated his commitment to assisting others by carrying out the assignment, rather than merely discussing it. But it hasn't always been simple to live. Carter was heavily indebted by the time he left the White House. He had to write multiple books to make ends meet because his peanut farm was in debt. But even under dire circumstances, he never wavered from his convictions or allowed his financial difficulties to define him. Rather, he viewed these difficulties as chances to develop and help others even more. Carter's views on power and money diverge significantly from the increase of wealth typically observed in celebrity culture and politics. According to him, your degree of success is determined by your influence on the world rather than the amount of your bank account. Because of this, his family's response to his wealth is particularly moving. They are so moved by what he provided to others and the legacy he leaves that they aren't grieving over what he lacks. Carter's family has had time to consider his life as his health has deteriorated in recent years. They have told tales of his devotion to his small plains hamlet, his unrelenting desire to improve the world, and his unshakable love for Rosalind. His small net worth serves as a reminder to them that Carter's life was never about material belongings or fortune. It's also important to remember that Carter's financial decisions have served as an inspiration to many others. The world has learned from his example that you don't have to be rich to change the world. Carter's life exemplifies how genuine wealth stems from the difference you make in the lives of others, whether that be by volunteering, charitable giving, or just being kind to people. One thing is evident from examining Jimmy Carter's incredible journey: his impact extends much beyond his financial achievements. It's about upholding moral principles, leading a purposeful life, and protecting the environment for coming generations. Carter's story serves as a potent reminder that giving is more significant than possessing. Now, what are your thoughts on Jimmy Carter's life decisions and immense wealth? Are you as inspired by his story as we are? Let us know in the comment section below. View our next video for other tales of remarkable lives and legacies. We appreciate your time and hope to see you again soon.